Good morning. President Ian, Trustee Mary Beth, Director Rob, I think is in the house somewhere also. Thank you all for having me. Again, my name is Osei David Andrews-Hutchinson. I just have a quick minute introduction of the force of good, which I called lyric. Let your rhymes inspire creativity. I'm a past district governor. I have to give that disclaimer first, so you all gave me a mic, you're in trouble. But no, I'm going to try to be quick. Seriously, a few years back, past district governor Pat Merriweather, who has brought all of us together, and let's give Pat a hand, first of all. When she came in as district governor for our district 6450, she made a call out to our district to do something about the violence that's happening in our city here. And she said, how can we let this go by when we are sitting here as Rotary, where Rotary was founded, and have all this happen right in our backyard? So a number of us got together and created what we called the Peace Initiative. And we created Partners for Peace. And we went out and found people who were doing work on the ground, in the streets, on the front lines. And I happened to go to a peace march that Father Flager over at St. Sabina was holding. And I heard some young people talk about their experiences, but in a way that I had never heard it really before, in this thing called spoken word. And they were mesmerizing. They were awesome, but they were delivering such a powerful message from their own experiences that I said, I have to talk to these guys. I got to find out, and guys and women. And so when I found out who they were and what they were doing, I said, oh, you all have to be a part of what we're doing. And I got introduced to Fanam, who's going to come out here with his crew in a minute. And he and his partner, K-Love, were doing this out of their own pockets. They were working with young people, trying to help them transform that energy, that pent-up frustration, that anger in some cases, to positivity, to trying to present a message to their community saying, hey, we don't have to do this. Fanam and K-Love have been doing this for a number of years now. Fanam actually has been doing a lot of work also internationally. He just actually did some work in Iraq and was there actually hyping up and working with and trying to promote peace for about 30,000 people. And so Fanam and I have been continually working since 2012. And as was mentioned, we have a grant proposal before the Rotary Foundation for the EmceeSkool, where he is creating, through this program, peace ambassadors, using the tool of spoken word to touch people, to touch young people, and to build peace within communities. And each of the young people that you're going to see come out here are all working in that vein right now in what we call the pilot for this program. And we hope that you'll support this grant as you see it on Rotary International's website. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you my friend, my brother, a brother in peace, Mr. Fanam, and the Lyric Squad. Thank you.
Greetings, everybody. Okay, I'm gonna try to be quick because I want you to get these guys. Okay, so I'm a product of Chicago. I'm originally from Cabrini Green projects. Anybody remember Cabrini Green? Right, Mom moved to the west side, became a registered nurse, a super registered nurse for Northwestern Memorial Hospital and all these great opportunities. I graduated from OPRF, then went to Columbia College and did all these trainings. I received my community training from Public Allies, an AmeriCorps-funded initiative headed by Michelle Obama at the time. And they taught us to go into different communities and create sustainable projects. And so all throughout my community career, I've noticed that the level of engagement with the actual target wasn't real, wasn't thorough, and aware of the real issues. So I was offered an opportunity to go to Iraq, and it wasn't 30,000 people, it was 30 million people. It was like the Black Hawks parade and the Cubs parade and the Taste together times 8. And I was the only one there that looked like me, so I might as well had a spacesuit on. I mean, they was taking selfies, they was fighting over selfies, the guys with M16s taking selfies, the sergeant would come and shoo them away, and then he'd take a selfie. It was crazy. And so one of the most remarkable things happened is there came a time for us to present hip-hop. And the Sheikhs didn't want us to do hip-hop. They said no, and I understand their perspective of hip-hop is I understand. But what I was trying to communicate with him is that this is our lifestyle, this is how we speak. He said, no, brother, we're mourning right now. And I was explaining, this is how we mourn. This is how I got to Iraq. So all throughout these places, they took us to remarkable places, and I was thinking about the young people here in Chicago in Inglewood and in these communities that are just desolate of help and assistance. And I said, who could come here and respect their values and do things like that and do this one thing? So he didn't want us to present. I started beatboxing, and a little 8-year-old little Arabic boy came out, and he started rhyming to my beatbox. And that's what we went 17 hours to explain, that this is a method of communicating with different worlds. So you're about to get a perspective of exactly what's been going on in the community. And these young men that I have all have groups of youth that they mentor. So we don't have any funds or anything, but what I learned in Iraq, the poorest people put on that peace conference, and they fed everybody. I spent $4 while I was there for 9 days in Iraq. So we're building these young people to do the same, maybe go to Nigeria and respect these. Oh, lastly, one of the young men walks 3.7 miles to my class, and that's through 5 different gang territories. And if you can walk through Chicago gang territories, then you can go to Iraq, then you can go to Nigeria and be a peace ambassador. So ladies and gentlemen, EmceeSkool.
Yeah. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Yeah. My name is Sylvester. I go by Hydro. People use narcotics to numb pain. People use narcotics to numb pain. Kush plant wine black, sparkle, poor brother can't afford champagne. To ease his mind and soothe his soul, carrot scarred and find the gold, hate being dirt cheap, but it's how some eat. They leave school 'cause standards just don't meet. I be the first to say skip my peeps. The streets get cold at night. Walk this life, and you bound to catch frostbite. Used to hit snooze on my land the night before it closed. Tell that it was rain 'cause blood filters closed. That's the red line if you know Chicago. Looking for peace in all places. Where did it go? Don't tell me that it perished from being old. See, my life is like a story. I read you the hook, and I promise it won't be boring. Wait, you heard that? I told you only a painted portion of the portrait and you already paralyzed. Tell that you want it like horny. See the enthusiasm in your eyes. Some don't know it. Nasty on the beat. I like the brother better as a poet. Numb to reality till I got feedbacks. Feed numb mentor mini lead tracks. But anyway, where was I? Life beat the breath out your body till you cry. Sorta like OG husband did. My mom's husband. Never really understood why. Oh, because I wasn't his kid. Because I wasn't his breed, nor his seed, and it wasn't nothing he had to do for me. And Pops was at his head. And I had to tell Pops, because Pop Mom a long time ago and dipped like cheese to disappear. No need to come at my head with the sun-dried raisin rhymes. My grapes was way fresher as a youngin'. Remember when you was stingy with your petty money? It's funny how tables turn. You live and you learn. You know that fire hot. So why I go get burned? People use narcotics to numb pain.
December 28th, 8 p.m., we got that call. Remember D-Late that made him. My brother got involved in the altercation. The situation was a brawl, started escalating. Leaving the Austin town hall, went from slandering to arguing to fighting. My brother went to break it up. Guess they wasn't liking his involvement, so they all went to strike him. Tried to jump him, broke through some punches that was blinding. They was Tina Turner, Yuri Ike mixed with Tyson. One of them was pissed it didn't go to his liking, so he took control up this pole, then he started firing. Bullets charging at him like a stampede of bison. In the stomach area, he started spleeing out. Shorty saw hysteria, he started fleeing out, holding back tears as we started leaving out. Drove to Mount Sinai trying not to grieve about the situation, cause we ain't even know the answer. Faith was our chemo as we dealt with this cancer. Yuri got shot, what the F, he just a dancer. That funeral day is on replay in my head. Ironic families come alive around the dead. My tears can't replace blood that was shed. My pain can't hurt as much as the lead that was sitting in his stomach. I wonder what led to Shorty blowing like a trumpet. Like, why would you tread in that direction on your compass? How strong was your legs and the connection to you stumbling? I tried to stay strong, yet that wall started crumbling. Didn't want to be fed, yet my belly kept rumbling. Ironic the link, like a fool stamped this meal. The message I seen an amputee can even feel. Message I wrote, I hope the blind uses braille. But maybe I'm blind and I can't see we live in hell. It's definite, it's pollution, can't inhale, so I gotta go green, parallel to windmills. And
where I'm from, police, they get boys to reapers. Where I'm from, these boys get birth to reapers. God knows I love my mama to death, but if he pull it, I gotta leave her. The value of your life would be casted by his finger while caskets turn cold when he walk by. Deepest parts of hell gon' turn cold. If he gon' die, pick a side. Either you gon' see him at the end of the life, or the back of his 9, his sons that come out spinning sparks of sorrow. Then soulless twin sisters made out of steel will strip you with your stripes, because where I'm from, police, they keep that barrel tucked. They say bullets don't have no name, but they sure do be catching us. Trigger fingers never letting up. Leaving hitters wet as what? Rain, water, sweating muscle. Nah, you can never walk through my shoes. Relate to my views, cause my views view cops. Grip Glock started off with a hot top, but faded when hitters started to flip-flop, rocking low tops with the wristwatch, with dreams, with the finer things that'll take them to the tip top until they skirt. Poured up in the vans on him and his mans, threw up their hands, but his hurt grew feet and already ran. Not his chest grab for the tech, but they already spraying. But you think you could walk through my shoes? I'm from the city where sports seems to be the only way out for a black man. You either shoot threes with precision or get lead pumped into you like a mechanical pencil. You write with your right hand. I gotta hold everything that's dead to me close, because I'm too worried about my lifespan.
Just a human, so it's only natural that I feel the pain. Let it pour, my experience to make it rain. I might go insane. Like a virus, anger is a strain. Burning thoughts without a flame might seem a bit deranged, but all spark transformed what a lady did to Pharaoh beards. A series of unfortunate events is how the story ends. But let's begin. Once upon a time, peace of mind was intact. Slip of a pill or break down made him fall apart, in fact. But I remember when this man was about the Benjamins, getting swole, pushing weight, consider him a titan then. Father out the picture, closest frame he fitting in. 11th name of God he bestowed, he blessed me in. Then he had to die watching the block. That's why I did not be blaming him, no. Yelling at the TV while it is off. That's why I did not be shaming him, no. Scratching list of names, he caught the ops. That's why I did not be naming them, no. Life a struggle to be banging them all. That's why I did not be aiming, no. Back to the future, of the days of futures past. You were sitting at the park benches, minding your business. Father pulled up, that conversation didn't last. Soon as camera, time, guns, cock, flashing at you, spaz. Now mama bang it, holler, tell me what the problem. God papa, body rocking shotters when they pop my uncle, the coppers. Land wasted slander in the paper. Why they do my name? And the mayor shouting out the life taker, annihilator. Thoughts apprehend my head, I'm trapped within the internet. Unlocking all these reasons why my uncle did. It's a goofy chick who said that my uncle looked a threat, so they lodged him threats into his chest to pump out every breath.
And breathe. And imagine seeing my son lift up his brothers. My daughter get in the ring before being that baby's mother. Finding a husband before finding a lover. Jumping over a broom before hopping under a cover. Streets less hot and school is more cool. Rappers are educators instead of some paid fools. Every day watching the tube, not seeing bad news. Little girls less jazzy, less mothers singing the blues. Cuz not getting popped, blood stop getting shot. My folks put down their peace before bringing peace to the block. Less little kids getting hit with them stray bullets. More thoughts about them consequences before they pull it. A lot of less eulogies being preached up in them pulpits. Judges thinking about them sentences before they rule it. Parents know their kids ain't stupid. They probably be just foolish, so you take them out of the box when they be twisted like a Rubik's. More fathers at home, less men up in them cubics, treating immigrants like humans instead of some mutants. No matter what race, we all getting along. Stop killing each other over colors we got on. Encouraging healthy living so we'll all live long. Stop hurting our planet, taking care of our home. Stop being cruel, help the people that's needy. Give a man food instead of just being greedy. Officers serving us and protecting us like they promised. Politics not corrupt and our leaders being honest. Stop raising the taxes just to make the rich richer. Everybody come together, be part of the bigger picture. Imagine where we would go. Imagine what we can be if we open up our eyes. Imagine what we can see. Then I pick up the remote to turn on the TV. To see it's just my imagination running away with me.
Run!